How are you guys? Good evening. Okay. So shall we start, everyone? So ready for the most awaited class, as everyone has only one question: how to select journal. So guys, I would like to, like I always interact, but I would like to ask you the questions what you are expecting to cover in today's class. Tell me your questions, what you are expecting from today's class when I'm talking about journal selection and submission. What you are expecting me to cover in this class, right? Or ask. Let's see what's different do you have in your mind. Yes, everyone? Am I audible anyways? One sec. I think I cannot hear you because my mic is at the very low. Okay. Yeah, now you can speak also, you can write also. How to choose impactful journal. Okay, interesting. How to select suitable journal. Interesting. Normal. On which basis we have to select the journal. Okay. I'm on unmute only. Am I not audible? Aditya, can you hear me? One sec. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys are on unmute. Right. Yes. Wait. I'm so sorry. Yes. Please speak now. Yeah. Please speak. Now you can speak. Yes, Aditya.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, Aditya. I can hear you now.
So journal selection. First thing, the title of the article. What I feel,
Okay.
the title of the article first,
Okay.
and second thing, the content should
Absolutely.
somewhat matter or relate to the selection of the journal which
Yes.
we want to publish. So
Yes.
first we need to understand the scope of the journal.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling you from my understanding.
Okay.
This comes when you are being very specific to the journal.
Okay.
There are some journals which are multidisciplinary.
Yes, absolutely.
So in the cases where there is a dire need of a publication,
Yeah.
multidisciplinary journals will be the first go-to journal which has a better chance for publication.
Okay.
This will help us to be very specific towards the more specific requirements from higher Scopus index journals, like better journals, which
Yes.
are very specific to the domains.
Yes. Okay.
So
I sent. Yes.
stepwise, if we go,
Yeah.
if we are what to say, capable, not I won't say capable, if we are determined enough, we can reach out to the higher journals.
Okay.
But
Higher impact factor or what you're telling?
high impact factor, in the top quartiles,
Okay.
because I can't distinguish between impact factors, so I would better say the top journals.
Okay. I mean,
Journal.
high rated journals.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So stepwise,
Okay.
we would know what exactly the journal needs, how
Absolutely.
concise we can put it up.
Yeah.
So slowly we have to develop, like, publishing in first Indian journals.
Mm-hmm.
slowly go up to the Asian journals, and then we can move to the international journals. By then, we would be smart enough what the journal would need. We would know to concise certain.
I don't agree with your this comment that first we should go for Asian journals and then international journals, because it should match. It should match our need.
I'm not against. What I would say is
No, I'm not
language.
saying that. I'm saying that we should choose the journal which suits our abstract, which suits our manuscript.
No, I agree.
Whoever is publishing, whoever is publishing.
Form of the language.
Yeah. Okay.
In the first go, we would tend to write a bigger introduction, a big article, like whatever we know, everything we would try to put it up. Which over experience we can put it up using suitable references, right? So a 2-page introduction would come down to 1 page with experience.
Okay.
So with that experience, we can go for Q&A journals where the requirement is with limited pages, because they have a limitation when we submit an article that we have to submit the article in so many words or so many pages when it comes to review or research article.
Okay.
So, I mean, selection of journal is totally up to our content and what we are aiming at. What is that we have to publish from our research, because we may not be publishing the entire research what we have done. We may publish it partly. So if we are doing some antimicrobial studies, we have to choose a journal which is more into these antimicrobial activities, or which focuses on the type of antimicrobial test what we are doing, or the antimicrobial agents what we have used. And the other side, if we are using some we have some toxicity test involved, we may have to use some cell biology based journals, like again life science based journals.
Okay, so let me tell you now, guys. I'll tell you about everything. So let me read the questions and let me see if I am fulfilling your expectations today in my presentation, or today when I'm discussing. Okay, how to select the suitable journal. Okay, on which basis we have to select the journal. Okay, how to identify the predatory journals. Fantastic, nice question. Paid versus unpaid journal. Amazing question. This is actually, like, does it matter if our article title and journal theme should be same? Like COVID related article can be published in renal based journal. Okay, that's an interesting question. Difference between impact factor and index factor. Okay, how to select good impact factor journal, how to know the impact factor. Good evening everyone. Okay, in which journal we get more viewers? What is the aim, scope and reputation of the journal? The journal where published articles should be cited more. Okay, how to choose easily acceptable journal. Right, I think I'm covering everything. Okay, so let me tell you how the reputation is decided. Okay, I mean, I'll come to everything, but I'll just give you a brief about the high rated journals. Okay, like how do we like see the journals, the top ranking journals. Okay, top ranking journals. I'll be telling you about the impact factor as well, but let's see what are the high rated journals. Okay, so based on the ranks of the journals, what the Scopus and what the ICMJ has done is they have divided the journals into 4 ranks. If I say 4 ranks, okay, 4 ranks, and you might be knowing that what are those ranks. So okay, let me tell you: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay, these are the 4 ranks, right? These are the 4 ranks, and this is the highest one. Okay, this is the highest one, top rank, we can say top rank, and this is the lowest one, right? Lowest one, right? Q4. So Q here, what do you mean by Q here? Okay, let me tell you what do you mean by Q here. So Q represents the quartile. Okay, quartile. Okay, Q represents the quartile here. And what is exactly the quartile? Quartile is nothing but 25%, right? Quartile is what? Quartile is 25%. So you guys can unmute yourself by the time I'm talking. You guys can unmute yourself, and then we can talk later whenever you're you want to speak, right? Okay, so quartile is what here? Quartile is nothing but 25%. I mean, usually the quarter is 25%, right? So what they did is, what these people usually do, or what they did is, they ranked all the journals from 1 to 100%. 1 to 100%. Okay, in the percentage, they ranked from 1% to 100% based on the site score. Based on the site score or impact factor. Okay, based on the site score or impact factor. So site score is nothing but the number of citations divided by number of articles published in a year. In a year, this is about 1 year. Okay, this is about 1 year. Citations, total citations received by all published articles in a journal in 1 year divided by number of articles. Understand? So based on that, they're like, one journal has hundreds of citation, or maybe not 100. Let's think like they have published 30 articles in a year. I'm just assuming, just giving you the example, they got 300 citations, so the site score is 10. Okay, if some journal has published 120 articles and the journal got some 2400 articles, 2400 citations, then the site score is 20, right? Site score is 20. So when we based on the like subject, okay, based on the subject, wait, I'm just not getting how to, okay, based on the subject, like if I'm talking about cardiology, okay, I'm talking about cardiology, and I'm keeping all the cardiology journals and choosing their citation score. So someone is having 99.7 citation score, someone is having 80 citation score, someone is having 72, someone is having 67. So if I am dividing them into 100%, so this journal is Q1 journal, this journal is Q2 journal, this journal is Q3 journal, this journal is Q4 journal, right? So Q1 is not only the one journal, Q1 is the category of first 25%. First 25% journals will come under Q1, second 25% will come under Q2, third 25% will come under Q3, and last 25% based on the citation score will come under Q4. Okay, so the most reputed journals are Q1 journals. All the Q1 journals are most reputed journals, and whether they are number 1 in the rank, or maybe there are 250 in the rank. Okay, see, there could be either 10 journals into first 25%, or there may first 25%, or there may be 200 journals in first 25%. That depends, like how many journals are there available in the market for the particular subject. So number of journals in first Q1, Q2, Q3 varies with the subject. Understand? So got it what I'm saying here? Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So the most reputed articles are Q1. Okay, most reputed articles. Because why these are most reputed? Why these are considering as a most reputed article? Because they are getting the highest citation, right? They are getting highest citation. What does it mean by highest citation? Highest visibility, highest reachability, right? Highest reachability, and highest in the research, highest used by other people. other people in their research. So they are making the research very impactful. Okay, very much impactful, and they are influencing the outcome of the subject. Remember these terms, outcome of these subject. That's why Q1 journals are highest, Q2 journals are lower than highest, and Q3 is the third rank, and Q4 is the fourth rank. So let's wind up here, Q1, Q3, Q4. I'll tell you the exact thing, okay, once last time. So Q1 is nothing but 1 to 25%, or let's not say 1 to 25%, because this is not 1 to 25% exactly. Okay, 1 to 25, these are not 1 to 25%, but if I say highest, then 100 to 75%. Q2 are 74 to 50%. Q3 are 49 to 25%. Sorry, 26%. I think 50 to 25, whatever is there. Like it's nothing much. We can see here again. I think I'm just very bad in the mathematics here. 76%. Yeah, 76%. Then 75 to 51%. Then 50 to 26%, and then 25 to 1%. This is Q4. Okay, Q4 based on the citations. So this is the best quartile. This is the best quartile. Q1, like the highest cite score. Got my point? Now, if you are talking about cite score, let me talk to you about impact factor also here. I mean, I have the specific slide, but let me tell you what is impact factor. Okay, what is impact factor? Or we call it IF, right? Impact factor of the journals. How do we count the impact factor of the journals? So when I was talking about cite score, that is used for only 1 year. Okay, 1 year. When I'm talking about impact factor is counting either for 2 year or 5 year. Okay, like 2 years impact factor or 5 year impact factor. There is no 1 year impact factor at all. When we calculate the impact factor, we either calculate for 2 years or we calculate for 5 years. So you must have seen, the 2 year impact factor is 1.09. 5 year impact factor is either 1.2 or maybe 0.9 only. I mean, it is not exactly same with the 2 year impact factor. Why it is? Because it varies. Again, there is same formula for IF also. Okay, like number of citations from citable articles. So citable articles are nothing but the published article. Okay, published article in the particular duration. So here we are either checking for 2 years or 5 years. So number of citations from citable articles for past 2 years or 5 years, right? 5 years divided by number of articles published, number of citable articles or number of published articles, okay, is your impact factor for 2 years or 5 years. Got it? Got it? Suppose one journal, let's talk about Journal of American College of Cardiology. Okay, Journal of American College of Cardiology, impact factor is 25. Okay, so that means if they are publishing 100 articles in a year, then definitely they are getting this much citations, right? If they are publishing 500 articles in a year, I mean in 2 years, this is for 2 years, suppose 2 years, right? I mean, if I'm calculating the impact factor, definitely 2 years. So if they're publishing 100 articles, they are getting 2,500 citations. If they're publishing 500 articles in 2 years, they are definitely getting 125,000 around 125,000 citations, right? And in 5 years, if their impact factor is 20, so that means they are publishing maybe 1,000 articles in a year, right? 1,000 articles in a year, so they are getting 20,000 of the citations, right? Got it? That's how we calculate 5 years impact factor, right? So that is the impact factor, and that's how we calculate. And based on the impact factor also, you can choose the journals into quartiles or based on the site score. Usually the quartiles are decided based on the site score, not the impact factor. Okay, based on the site score. Impact factor is different thing, because impact factor is a quite long-term thing. Okay, site score is quite easy, right? So that's about the quartiles, right? Let me stop sharing this and let me share my screen here. So today we are going to talk about okay, I hope it is fully visible in the full screen, guys. Just confirm.
It is visible.
Perfect, thank you. So yeah, so we will go to our main mudda, or main thing what we are going to decide today. So no conflict of interest, journal selection for the research publication. So how to select a good journal? Do you know, guys, there are more than 50,000 journals which are publishing more than 2 million articles annually. 2 million articles means almost, 2 million articles means 20 lakh articles. 20 lakh articles are published annually. Okay, 20 lakh articles annually are being published by more than 50,000 journals. More than 50,000 journals to 20 lakh articles annually. And the surprising part here is, out of 50,000 journals, around 36,000 are predatory journals. Okay, do you know what is predatory journal? Do you know, guys, what is predatory journal? Can you tell me what is predatory journal? What is predatory journals? Yes, tell me. Predatory journals are nothing but fake, fraudulent, or not legit. Understand? Predatory journals means either they are fake, fraudulent, or not legit. When we are telling not legit, what does it mean? They are not following the reviewing process. Okay, and they are not listed. They are not listed in indexations. They are not listed in the indexations. Okay, they are not listed in the indexations. So can you imagine, out of 50,000 journals, more than 50,000 journals, 36,000 journals are not correct or not legit. So only around 14,000 journals are legit and perfect to publish your articles. And when I'm again talking about these 50,000 journals, or suppose legit 14,000 journals, those are not only from the healthcare science or medical science or pharmaceutical. I'm talking about all the domains, all domains. Okay, what are all domains? Maybe the management, art, science. Science means all biological, journal science, everything. Okay, art, management, science, technology, every whatever, whatever journals are there, whatever streams are there for the education, wherever the journals are needed to be published, these are only, like there are 14,000 legit journals. Okay, and for healthcare science, Around out of 14,000, only for healthcare science, there are around 6,500 journals. Around half, 50% of total legit journals are from the healthcare. Okay, 50% of legit journals. And you will be surprised, around 70% of predatory journals are from the health science. 70%. 70% means almost 25,000. 25,000 of the journals, sorry, 25,000 of the journals out of 36,000 are from the health science and predatory. Okay, predatory. Got it? So that means you have to be very careful when you are choosing the journal to publish your paper, your article, your science, your abstract, whatever. You need good time to search, you need good time to think of, you need good time to select the journal. So first thing is, when we are selecting the journal, what we are looking for, right? What we are looking for. So first thing is indexation preferences. Okay, indexation preferences. There are only 3 indexation preferences majorly, but I'll add fourth also, which is UGC care. UGC care, because we live in India and we should talk about UGC care list. Okay, UGC care list, which is important. And second is Scopus, third is Web of Science, and fourth is PubMed. Only these 4 indexations are accepted. Okay, four indexation preferences are accepted. Only these 4: UGC care list, Scopus, Web of Science, and PubMed. And guys, it's not necessary that one journal is not in all the things, all the lists. First of all, let me tell you about UGC care a bit. I'll take you through all the websites. Today's class will be quite long, but quite interesting. Okay, quite interesting. When I'm talking about UGC care, okay, UGC care is nothing but University Grant Commission of India, and they have the care list. They have the care, actually care is nothing but their program, and in the care, they don't have their own list. First of all, no own list, no own list. Okay, so what is UGC care list? They are having only 475 journals, or 471. Sometimes it is less, sometimes it is high, sometimes it is, I mean, it's always around 400. Okay, 400 journals from all the domains. From all the domains, they have 475 journals only, which are there, you know, like own means like added to the list by them. Otherwise, they have clearly mentioned, go and check Web of Science and Scopus. So UGC care, I'll show you in the website. UGC care tell us to follow the Scopus or Web of Science. They also follow the Scopus and Web of Science for their indexation, and rest along, other than the Scopus and Web of Science, they have around 475 total journals. Around 475 total journals other than these, and these journals. Okay, that is UGC care list. These 475, in these 475, only 12 medicine journals, 8 pharmacy journals, only 12 medicine and 8 pharmacy journals. Total around 40 health science journals. Only 40 health science journals, which are other than Scopus and Web of Science. Other than Scopus and Web of Science. Okay, other than these 2. Otherwise, they follow strictly, they follow the Scopus and Web of Science. And they tell, if you are following these 2, those all are covered under the UGC care list. So UGC care list is nothing but the Scopus and Web of Science. And according to my experience, right now, the top 2 indexations are Scopus and Web of Science. PubMed is also diluted. Okay, PubMed is also diluted. Why? Because PubMed also have some predatory journals which got indexed in the PubMed, and they are not that much strict as Scopus is and Web of Science is. So what is the strictness when I'm talking about Scopus? They used to remove or add the journals. They used to remove or add the journals to the list before, like 2 years back, every year. Okay, at 1 year gap. Okay, then they thought like in 1 year, some journals, like suppose I am running a journal and I'm a money making person. Okay, so if I get, after very hard work, I'm following, the indexation guidelines, I'm following the ICMJE guidelines for like very strictly. I'm just waiting for my journal to get indexed in Scopus, and suddenly what I did is I started charging 50,000 rupees per article, and I'm publishing 200 articles in a month, right? So that means I am violating all the guidelines which are given by ICMJ guidelines, or which are given by the indexer, right? I'm just making the money. So the Scopus committee and Web of Science committee, they felt that these journals are just wasting the science and almost publishing 2000 articles which are not worth to publish, right? Because they are just charging the money and publishing the sit, right? They're just publishing the sit in the journals. So they came up with the new policies and started removing and adding the screening. We call it screening. They started screening at every 6 months till last year, 2022 starting. Okay, early 2022. But then they felt again like in 6 months also people are doing nonsense. Now the Scopus is very, very strict. Scopus remove or add the journals weekly. Okay, weekly. So if you are lucky, if you are publishing any article in any journal which is Scopus indexed, you have to be very careful. You have to search for the track of the journal perfectly, like how many papers they are publishing, how many papers they are not publishing. You have to look at everything. Okay, then only you have to submit your article. We don't know when Scopus will throw the journal out and when they will add a new journal. We don't know at all. Okay, so that's why we have to be very careful while selecting the journal, and that art today I'll tell you, right? I hope you understood what we are discussing today, right? So why it is very important to select the perfect journal which has the good track. Okay, so first of all nothing but the indexation preferences, and then second is based on your subject area. If you are having the indexation preference, like when you are publishing a journal, first of all find out your indexation preferences. If it is Scopus, okay, if it is like Scopus or Web of Science or PubMed or UGC care, right? I mean UGC care. Okay, UGC care, right? So whatever you are publishing, you have to select from these four. Okay, and very important thing to add here, it is not as I was telling, it is okay if one journal is just in Scopus, if one journal is indexed only in WOS, if one journal is Scopus, indexed in PubMed or only UGC care, because they are indexed at least. Okay, and there are some journals which are indexed in all three, so those journals are the best one. Who are, which are indexed in more than one indexation are the best journals, right? So we have to look around, we have to look for like in which indexation they are indexed, and from which indexation they are having the higher chances to get removed or to get continued for the longer time, right? So first of all, you have to think of the indexation preferences, and then you have to make a list based on the indexation preferences. You have to make the list of available journals in your subject area, or survey the type of articles published in them. Suppose I am writing a paper, review paper, or the original article which is from the heart failure and diabetes, right? And suppose you are taking, I'll take two scenarios, so heart failure and diabetes, and another scenario is suppose some pharmacology journal. Okay, like I'm talking about ADRs of ivermectin. Okay, ivermectin. So see, when I'm talking about heart failure and diabetes, I have two subject areas. I have two subject areas. First is cardiology and second is diabetology. Okay, diabetology. Okay, and the major area where I can publish my article is medicine. So all medicine journals I can usually publish, and in medicine journals also, if I want to refine and if I want to what we say that come to the concised information, I'll go to either cardiology or diabetology. Right, in the medicine I'll go to cardiology or diabetology. In cardiology also there are multiple types of journals, like some journals are only publishing uh, MI or ACS. Okay, some journals are publishing only arrhythmias, some journals are publishing only RHTs, some journals are publishing only pediatric. Okay, and some journals are publishing heart failure. So I'll choose heart failure journals, but this is not how it looks like. Some journals are publishing everything. Okay, some journals are publishing everything. Okay, everything means all domains of cardiology, all domains of cardiology. So such journals are known as multidisciplinary. Okay, this is multidisciplinary in cardiology, right? And if I'm talking about a bigger picture of the multidisciplinary journals, they will be publishing cardiology, medicine, diabetology, everything. So those are multidisciplinary in medicine. Okay, if I'm talking about another bigger picture, some journals might be publishing all type of healthcare science articles, right? Like pharmacy also, and like medicine also, like genetics also, or maybe suppose the basic science also. So they are publishing all those are the bigger picture of multidisciplinary articles, and they are available. Okay, so you can select any kind of journal which is matching your subject criteria, like maybe multidisciplinary article. So when you are looking at the subject area, select some, go to the article. I mean, suppose it's a multi-disciplinary article, right? Check, go to the latest issues. Okay, go to the latest issue. Okay, let me tell you in a nice way. So I hope you got the multidisciplinary and how to select the subject area. But again, after selecting the subject area, what you have to do is you have to go to the article website. Okay, you have to go to the journal website, sorry, or not article website, a journal website, and you have to look for two things. One is latest issue, okay, and one is archive. Okay, one is archive. So archive will tell us about all the old issues, okay, and volumes. So just check 4 or 5, just check 4 or 5 last issues and check all the published articles, all the published articles, all articles, and just check their titles, like what kind of articles they are publishing, what kind of articles they are publishing, right? So you will get to know like if they are publishing something which you want to publish or not. If they are not publishing such articles, then just get out of the journal and go for someone, or go for something new, go for some new journals. That's important. Okay, let me give you the other scenario. See, when I'm talking about ADRs of ivermectin, okay, first thing is I can go for medicine. Okay, then I can go for pharmacovigilance, which is pharma related journals. Okay, so here I can search, I can go for either pharmacology journals, I can go for pharmacy practice journals, I can go for uh, you know uh, community medicine journal, I can go for clinical research journals, and in medicine I can go for ivermectin belongs to the heart medicine kind of, it reduces the heart rate, right? So ivermectin, I can go to hypertension journals, I can go to cardiology journals, I can go to medicine journals, and I can go to preventive medicine journals, right? Wide angle, I have very wide scope of journals, and definitely one thing which is everywhere, multidisciplinary journals, right? Multidisciplinary journals. Again, the same process, go and check 4 to 5 last issues and published articles. If they are publishing similar articles, then definitely go ahead, right? So I hope you understand till here, guys. Understood, right? So you have to just search those issues, and you have to search for the such articles, and you can publish easily. That will tell you two things. First is your indexation preference, and second thing is your subject area. Now you got the indexation preference, and you got the article published which are similar to your article, right? So two things you matched, now you can go for it, right? And when you are publishing, make sure the aim and scope of the journal match your studies. What do you mean by aim and scope of the journal which is matching your study? Aim and scope is like if they are publishing only original articles, okay? If they're publishing only original articles, if they're publishing review papers only, if they're publishing only case reports, okay? If they're publishing only systematic reviews and meta-analysis, right? Or if they are publishing only the commentaries or anything, right? Or if they are as I told in the first class, if they are if they are special, it is happening, if they are special issues, okay? So special issues you cannot publish the normal article, right? So it should match the aim and scope, okay? Scope is like what kind of journals, what kind of articles they are publishing. So third thing is you have to look out that what is the scope of the article, right? What is the scope of the journal, and if it is matching your article or not, okay? If it is matching your article or not, then only you should go for the publication. So till now three things you have to keep in mind. First thing is indexation, then subject area, and then the aim and scope of the journal. Fourth thing is types of the journal published, I mean the same thing. And now when you understood these four, remember these four, these are in the sequence. First you have to find out which indexation you want, okay? Second thing is journal should match your subject area, okay? Journal should match your subject area. Third thing is aim and objective should match, okay? And fourth is your types of articles, okay? Types of articles, right? That is like your four things you have to keep in mind, and you will get up the great journal, okay? And after these great journals, what important is there to keep in mind? What important is there to keep in mind? What important is there? See, like here, first thing is peer reviewed process. First thing is peer reviewed process, right? So first of all, peer reviewed process means, as I told, as per ICMJ guidelines, you will submit the journal, okay? They will take some time with editor. This is the process, okay? And then it will go to the independent experts, okay? Independent experts, those are known as reviewers. They will assess your manuscript. Your manuscript will be assessed here, okay? Your manuscript will be assessed here on certain parameters, and they will put their comments based on the comment. Either they will be accepting with minor comments, or they will be sending for major corrections without any decision, or they will be rejecting straight away. But guys, remember, review process takes time. And how much time it takes? It takes minimum 15 days to any number of time. Usually let's take 90 days. 15 days to 90 days it takes. So don't be in hurry. If someone is If some journal is offering you to publish the articles in 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, just reject it directly. Okay, because they are bypassing the reviewer process. They are bypassing the reviewing process, and those journals are not indexed, definitely not indexed, or those journals are predatory or getting out soon of indexation. Okay, remember these things in mind when I'm talking about the peer review process, right? So along with that, one more thing is there. I mean, see, it is very rare case when I'm talking about review process faster. Okay, there are some journals which are really high impact factor journals, very high impact factor journals, like NEJM, okay, New England Journal of Medicine, British Medical Journal, okay, BMC also, British Medical Journal also, Oxford also, Nature also. So in case of pandemics, or your topic is very hot, means it needs to reach the people right away. Okay, so they have another option called fast track publication. Nowadays, fast track is a fashionable word for everyone who is publishing your papers or the predatory journals. Fast track is a fashionable word for the predatory journals. They use the fast track publication. Okay, so that's why I'm telling, only few top level journals, they use the fast track thing, and they charge it for it. They charge, or sometimes they don't charge also. So they go for the fast track only when your topic is very hot, and it must need to reach the people, reach the community right away, right? So that is the fast track. So what they do is, in that case, they request the reviewers or they pay the reviewers to do the review process faster, to make the review process faster. The journals pay the reviewers in that case. Okay, so reviewers will not delay in the review process. They will do the review in 1 day or 2 days, and that will be assessed perfectly with the same process. The review process will be faster in that case, and your article will be published within 5 to 10 days. Okay, but remember, there is a difference between predatory journals and top level journals. So top level journals, definitely, how will you get it? Q1, Q2, Q1 or Q2, top level journals, Q1, Q2, high impact factor, okay, and high citation score, and indexation will be always there in Scopus, Web of Science, or anywhere else, right? So that's how you will differentiate between the fast track journals, right? Right, guys, got it? So that is the timings. Okay, that is the timings. First thing is, you have to take care about the review process, right? And when we are talking about the peer review process, next thing is instructions to authors. Okay, next thing is instructions to authors are very important. Some journals are not giving the clear instructions to the authors. What are the instructions to authors? If you go to any website of journal, right, you will see one specific column, or one specific box, or dialog box, or link to direct, that is instructions to authors. Okay, instructions to author. It will have multiple things, like what is the scope of the journal, as I told you, scope of the journal, and what type of articles they are publishing, okay, what is their perfect time for review, what is the fees of the journal, if journal is following open access or subscription based. Okay, if the journal is accepting open access or subscription based. Okay, and how to write the manuscript, like what is the type of abstract they are selecting, either it is what we say, the structured abstract or unstructured abstract, how to submit the figures and tables, either in the manuscript or separately. I mean, their instructions to authors will be 100% neat and clear. There will be no mess up, and there will be no unclear things. Okay, if they are giving 100% clear instruction to authors, you can believe them. Okay, but there is nothing important, because predatory journals are having more fantastic instructions to authors, and more visible website, paid websites, and very sun shining websites, if I say so. These kind of things you can find even with the predatory journals. Okay, nowadays predatory journals are also having the fantastic websites. Okay, they will make it very shiny, so you will attract so fast, and you will be thinking like, oh, this journal is very good because the website is amazing, but don't go for that. Okay, third thing is open access option. As I told, open access option is when, I mean, there are two options. One is open access, okay, one is subscription based. So what is open access? Open access is nothing but when journals charge to author. I mean, in that case, author has to pay whatever is the fees of the article publication. Either it is in dollars or in INR or in pounds or in euros. Whatever is the fees, they charge from the authors. And once the author pay, the article will be visible to everyone immediately once it is accepted. Okay, once it is accepted, it will be visible to audience immediately. Okay, and subscription based is like here, author does not have to pay. Okay, author does not have to pay. In that case, the reader has to pay, the audience has to pay. Okay, audience has to pay. So for audience, there are different types of subscriptions, like 24-hour subscriptions. You can see the article for 24 hours, full article, in like $30 or whatever they charge. Okay, and then you can either download the article by paying $50 for permanent, or you can get the journal subscription for month or year by paying something $300 or $400 or anything, whatever is the charges. So these are the subscription based. Okay, in that case, author does not have to pay. Okay, in that subscription based, author does not have to pay, the reader has to pay. And there is third important thing, funded journals. Okay, funded journals. So what do you mean by funded journals? Funded journals means either they are belonging to some university or maybe some society or maybe some crowdfundings. So they don't charge either reader or the author. They don't charge anyone. Okay, they don't charge anyone. They can just go through, I mean, your article will go through the peer review process and they will publish it free of cost. They don't charge anyone. So you have to check such journals. Okay, either they are subscription based or they are author chargeable, or by some community or the institute or the university, right? And one more thing, when you are writing, I'll just add one more comment here. I'll just add one more statement here. If you are having the fundings from ICMR or CSIR or any other company, if you have the fundings for a research, okay, Indian or foreign foreign fundings, anything, okay, they give the specific fund for publication. Okay, when they are getting the funds, usually 5 lakh rupees, till 5 lakh rupees they pay for publications. So you can publish your paper in high impact factor open access journals like Nature. So Nature charges around 3 lakhs rupees, 3 lakh rupees for one article. So it gives access to you to Nature or NEJM, to British Medical Journal and all. So from the funding only, they give the specific funding for publication. So you can publish your article, 1 or 2 articles in very high impact factor journals. Okay, that is the additional comment and additional tip for you all, right? So now the third thing is open access options. Then readership of the journal. Readership of the journal, you can see by at the website also, you can see the readership of the journal. And otherwise you can just Google it, what is the readership of the journal. And usually they usually write in the they mention in the website like what is the readership and how much they are reading. Okay, online readings, online downloads and all, everything they mention in the website, on the articles, online citations, everything they mention on that. Okay, so that is the online readership, you can check out. Then most important thing which tell us about the predatory things, if the journal is predatory or not, that is information about publisher. You must have seen some journals are not mentioning the name of publisher, okay, and address of publisher and contact numbers. They are just giving only one email ID. Like you can contact through this email ID. They don't give phone number, they don't give address, they don't give publisher's name and clear publications details. Those are 100% predatory and fake journals. If you are not able to track the publisher's details, like where is the publication house, if you are not able to find out the address of the publication or the journal, if you are not able to find out the contact details of the publisher, that means they are 100% fake, because they try to show they are foreign journals, but their office is in Bhopal or Trivandrum or Bangalore somewhere. Okay, and you will not be able to find if the journal is Indian or Asian or foreign based. Okay, so that's how. Why no legal action taken for predatory journals who mislead the researchers? They are companies. They are companies. Okay, they are companies. That is your responsibility to keep yourself safe from the predatory journals and such science publishing things in such journals. This is your responsibility. Okay, they are registered companies. Publications are registered companies. So some companies are legit, some companies are not legit. If they come into the picture, then definitely they get caught. If they are not coming into the picture, then they are as simple as they are publishing the articles. They're not saying, they're not asking you to publishing the articles forcefully. You are going there and you are publishing, so they're clear and clean. They are clear and clean at their end. They are they are doing the perfect marketing to catch you. They are doing the perfect marketing to catch the fishes like us, like you. They will send you 100 emails, please publish there, we are sort you will be getting the suppose you have published one paper in any journal, you have attended one conference, your email ID is gone to the journals, fake journals. They will be sending you the signing emails, the perfect emails. We are running out just one article. We are inviting you to write article for us, and they'll be asking for the money, right? Let me tell you guys one important thing. Okay, these all quartile journals, either okay, let me come here, Q1, Q2, Q3, or any indexed journals, they will not invite you to write the article. If you are a student, if you are not a known person, if you are not a scholar, or if you are not a Nobel laureate, because they have a lot of articles to publish and process. Okay, they are not sorting with the publications, they are not sorted out, they are not sorting with that, they are not in the lack of publications, or they are not like in the lack of manuscripts. Okay, they have enough material to publish, because there are millions of the scientists, millions of the researchers in the world in different fields, and everyone wants to publish either review papers, original papers, research, right? So they are not in the lack of manuscript. They will not invite you at all until unless you are a Nobel laureate or a scholar in your field, or very much expert in your field, right? They will not invite you. If somebody is inviting you, somebody is telling we'll give you the invitation, they are sending the invitations, they are asking you to publish, and they're asking, they'll send you, we read your this article was perfectly fine, this article matches our subject criteria, please publish for us, publish with us, publish in our journal. They are fake. Okay, they are fake, right? So WOS, ESCI, WOS is Web of Science. See, Web of Science journals are not needed to be, in the care list, not at all, because care list is following them. I'll show you. I'll come to Dr. Mangris. I'll come to that. Okay, then how we become the good publishers? What are procedures to start publishing company? That I'm not sure, literally, because I'm not into this business right now, so I cannot answer this question that how to start the publishing company for sure, but I can tell you how or what to avoid when you are a publishing company. Okay, I'm not sure, because I have not started this entrepreneurship right now, so I cannot answer this question how to start the company, but I can definitely tell you what are the things we should avoid and what are the things we should follow, and that I'm talking about today. Okay, so okay, and then the next thing I'll tell you very importantly, like you should, if you are not getting the information about publisher, okay, their contact number, their addresses, and their information, then there definitely there is something fishy. Because if publishing company is good, if they're publishing good journals, if they are indexed, if they are not having anything fishy, then they will give all about the information, all informations about them, addresses, phone numbers to contact, and clear cut things. So if you go to the European journals, if you European Journal of Heart Failure, if you go to JACC, if you go to NEJM, Oxford, Springer journals, they clearly give like Springer is the the publisher, and these journals, they are having the editor's number, editor's email IDs, everything clearly written there. Okay. And then the time for peer review, you should have should check when you are publishing the paper, you should check the time for peer review. Okay, this is nothing related to the predatory or non-predatory, but this is like something which you should look for when you are looking for the article publication. Because if you want the fast publication, then don't choose the journals which are publishing in a lot of time, which are taking because in all the good journals, I'll show you how how much time they take in the publication or reviewing process. Some journals take 15 days, some journals take 30 days, some journals take 4 to 6 months. Okay, so if you are in fast process, if you want to publish the article soon, then don't choose such journals. Okay, don't choose such journals which take a lot of time. Okay, so that also you have to take care, otherwise this will stretch your publications. My one paper was published in 2.5 years. 2.5 years, you won't believe, 2.5 years, because that was the journal, that was annual journal. They used to publish the articles once in a year, and only 20 to 25 articles, high-end journal, only 25 to 30 articles per year, and their publications are in line. Top articles they publish, like, so my publication was done in, like, my article was published in 2.5 years, they accepted in 1.5 years, and then they published after a year. Right, so that's how it works. Okay, but I was not in hurry. So if you are in hurry, like if you are you need in urgent basis, or you need for your promotions, you need for your thesis, or if you are just in 2 years course, then you can wait for 2 years, right? So always look for the publication time. Okay, then the acceptance or rejectance rate. Acceptance or rejectance is usually the top journals, they write, like if they are publishing only 15, they are accepting 15% articles or 10% articles. What do you mean by percent? Like if there are 1000 articles are submitted this month, I mean, if they are publishing monthly, so 1 month, if they are getting 1,000 articles, they will publish only 100, they will publish only 100, or they will publish only 50. So like 5%, 10%, 20%, 50% articles. So based on the rush they are getting from the authors, based on that they accept the top level articles and they publish. And that's how they write in their website also about the acceptance and rejectance rate. So it is not at all always necessary that you are just getting scared when you are submitting. You are checking out this, oh, NEJM is just publishing 10% articles, and you are not submitting at all. That means you are not getting the opportunity at all. Okay, you are not trying at all. So does not you should not get scared of the acceptance or rejectance rate. Okay, you should, if you feel comfortable, if you feel like confident, definitely go for it and submit your article into the journal. It's not necessary that they will not accept. If your journal, if your article is matching their scope, if your article is matching their subject area, if your article is really good with them, then they will definitely accept it. Okay, so don't get scared of looking at acceptance rate or rejection rate, right? So, and remember, this is not necessary on the top level journals. Like if they are getting 1,000 articles and they're publishing only 50, that might be their problem. Problem means they cannot accept more than that. Okay, they cannot accept more than that. So that's important to look after, right? So I hope you understand how to select a good journal right now. Okay, clear, guys? Still here? Anything else you want to clear out? Let me go to the further things. Okay, indexation. If I'm talking about indexation, means indexation journals means the journals have gone through and passed a review process of certain requirement, and those requirements are nothing but ICMJE guidelines, International Committee of Medical Journal Editors. Okay, ICMJ. Okay, so they follow these ICMG guidelines, right? And then review process, and yes, so they are going through this. So what exactly ICMJ guidelines says? What exactly is the indexation? Why we call if the journal is indexed? So why journal is indexed, and when the journal is indexed, what they must be following? Okay, what they must be following, that's important. 1 second, guys, I'm getting a call. Just give me 1 sec. Yes, guys, I'm so sorry. I got an important call. No problem. So see, when I'm talking about indexation, they must follow some very important things. Okay, like regularity of publication. Regularity of publication means what? See, when I'm talking about regularity of publication, this is important. If I'm saying you should go and check 4-5 last issues. Okay, suppose one journal was publishing 10 papers to 15 papers per issue. Okay, and suddenly you checked out that they started publishing 50 papers per issue. That means there is something fishy. Okay, regularity in publication is very important. If you are getting a load of publications also, you cannot go out of regularity. If you are getting out of regularity, that means you will come on the radar of indexation. Okay, and you are very sure that, I mean, they're very sure that you are doing something fishy, because regularity is something which they have to mention when they are getting into the indexation, that they will not publish some more articles or something without any justifications. Okay, so if you suddenly feel like some journal were publishing only 20 to 25 papers and suddenly they started 120 journals, 120 papers per month, that means they are now becoming the purely business. Okay, so regularity is important. If you are seeing this kind of trend, if you are seeing like, okay, if you are seeing some trend, let me show you what kind of trend it comes. Okay, they show the trend in the articles. You should check that trend. Okay, the trend. So this is like your y-axis, x-axis. If I say, if they are going through some kind of this also monthly basis, like Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so if you look at this kind of curve, okay, and if you suddenly look this kind of curve, that's fishy. If you see this kind of curve, fishy. If you see this kind of curve, fishy. Okay, if they are having such kind of curve, which is like okay to have the regularity. Okay, that is very important to select a journal in the for your publication. Otherwise that journal is something having the fishy things. Okay, and then quality of paper published, you can just read and check out journal's reputation. So indexation is important to check for, I mean, indexation is nothing but it says the regularity of the publication, that journal is having the regular number of publications, then good review process and good quality of papers published, and having the great reputation. Okay, so this is what about the indexation. Indexation indicate these 4 things. Okay, so these are major 3 indexations, as I told: Scopus, Web of Science, and PubMed. Okay, indexations, these are major indexations. Then next is impact factor. So impact factors, I think I discussed with you earlier, but let me tell you again, very important thing. So impact factor is nothing but it is the default matrix of citation. Default matrix of citation. So usually it comes in 2 or 5 years. Okay, in 2 or 5 years. So this is nothing but the proportion to the number of citation articles it published in past 2 to 5 years, 2 or 5 years. So like for 2 years, if I'm talking about total number of times its article were cited during the past 2 years, and total number of citable articles published. This is the impact factor of journal for a particular year, right? They will be writing 2-year impact factor journal or 5-year impact factor, okay, for the journal. So impact factor says about the reputation, how reputed this journal is, because everyone is coming and reading the articles and citing those articles in their research. Quality of the journal, how, I mean, how they are maintaining the top quality. That's why the impact factor is very high, right? And they are following the perfect review process. They are getting a lot of appreciations. Appreciations means the citations, means they are, their research, their published articles are getting appreciations by other researchers and researchers community, students, people, Nobel laureates, everyone. And then their readership quality also. See why it is reflecting the readership quality, because citations, see, simple students will not cite the articles, or someone who is not belonging to the community will not cite the articles. The normal journal people, layman person will not cite the article. Who will cite the articles? Either they are researchers, they are scientists, they are working in the same community, right? So that means your articles are read by the quality people and cited. So it shows, impact factor also shows the readership quality and how visible your readership is, how visible your articles are, how visible your journal is, and how nicely these are indexed. So that's all are reflected by the impact factor, or very high impact factors, or the good impact factor journals, right? So if there is like there is nothing like which is good impact factor. Okay, so the top journal, the top level journal in the world, the number one journal is having the 500 impact factor, more than 500 impact factor. Then the second is having only 59, which is NEJM. Okay, which is NEJM. And then less than then less than 40. That's all. Number one journal is the cancer journal, which has the impact factor of more than 500. Second journal in the world is NEJM, which has 59. And then all the journals are having less than 40 impact factor. Okay, so it shows the reputation of the journal, it shows the quality of the paper, it shows the peer reviewing process, it shows the appreciations, readership quality, and visibility, and how these are indexed. Okay, then peer review process, like what is the peer review process? In peer review process, what happens usually? In peer review process, the whole idea of peer review process is to validate the written investigations findings from an author group that are further assessed by a group of experts, the referees, we call them the reviewers, for the relevance to the subject, for the novelty, something new observations, and the accuracy. So they check on these things, these parameters, and then they give the marks, and they give the decisions on acceptance or rejectance. Acceptance rate is nothing, I told you. Now let's come to the predatory journals. Then I'll take you to the website and I'll show you how to check all these things. So predatory journals are nothing but, let me tell you the story, the Bell. Okay, the Bell's predatory journals. Okay, Bell's predatory journals. So the Bell's, Robert Bell's, I forgot the exact name, but I think Robert Bell's, he was, okay, let me tell you the story. So this Bell's, okay, Bell's was one librarian. Okay, so sorry. Okay, Bell's was a librarian. Okay, librarian. And I mean, that time he started the Bell's list in 90s. Okay, not very old, 90s. So what exactly the Bell's list is? So he was a librarian in USA, NIH library. Okay, in one university, I think in Pennsylvania or somewhere. So he saw that, I mean, in library usually, we will be seeing that in libraries there are journals. Okay, printed journals. Okay, that time there was no online, so only printed journals, list of journals. I mean, multiple journals were in the library, multiple journals on different subjects. So on the course of some years, he noticed that some journals are highly cited, highly read by the people, by the students, by the review, by the professors and the community in the hospital. And some journals are not at all read. Okay, nobody is touching those journals. Okay, some journals everyone was reading, and some journals nobody was reading. So he thought like, okay, why it is happening? He went into the reason. See how the librarian is one of the top name in the journals, one of the top man in the publications, in the scientific publications. See how the librarian has become one of the top person. because he thought of why these journals are not being read. Nobody is not touching. I mean, nobody is touching these journals, and some journals are touched by everyone and read by everyone and cited for their, cited for their learning, cited for the exams, everything. Okay, so he went into the regions. He found out that some journals are just publishing the sit bogus articles which are not relevant, which are not properly written, which have multiple mistakes, which are not, I think, validated. Okay, so based on that, he started making the list and regulations of the list, like how he's finding the top journals, how he's finding not the top journals. So based on that, he came up with a list that these journals are predatory, these journals are not following the review process, these journals are not validated, and these journals are validated. So he came up with his first list, Bell's list, for the predatory journals and predatory publishers. So he did not publish only the journal names in the predatory list, he publishes the publisher's name also, that these people are publishing the fraudulent journals, these people are just the money making business, and they are not validating the articles, they are just publishing the sit whatever is coming and charging the money. Okay, that's how the Bales come up, or came up, if I say came up with the list. And that list is now, after the Bales, that list is very much refined by the people, by the bench of bench of scientists, by the ICMJ committee, and they are following this Bales list for every journals. That's how we select the predatory journals for the Bales list. Okay, so Bales list have multiple categories. First, the publishers, which are the predatory publishers, stand-alone journals, then vanity press, hijack journals, misleading metrics. Hijack journals means the cloned journals. Like suppose there is the journal which is very important, New England Journal of Medicine. So if I am publishing New England Journal of Community Medicine, it is resembling, okay, it is resembling the New England Journal. Okay, so people will believe on me and they will be thinking, oh, this is the part of New England Journal of Medicine, and I'll be earning a lot of money. So that's how it goes to the hijack journals or misleading journals or the cloned journals. Okay, that's how we get the business. And he prepared the list for all these types. Okay, and these are the top journal search databases. First is UGC Care, second is Web of Science, third the Scopus, PubMed, or Simago. Simago also is a good thing to search. I'll take you through all these things. Okay, other journals, like if you want specific journals from Elsevier journals are all Scopus index. Remember, Elsevier are all Scopus because Elsevier is producing the Scopus list. So they don't publish any journal which is not a Scopus index. So you can go to the journalfinder.elsevier and you can get all the Scopus index journals. And Scopus is also there. You can check the journals through this endnote.com also. You can, if you want only Springer journals, you can go to the journalsuggester.springer.com. If you want, this is one of the data lab where you can get more journals. And then there is LWW. Okay, so this is also one of the top publishers where you will get a lot of journals. And then journals on web also, you can search for good Indian journals and Asian journals. And then Oxford journals, where you can get academic.oup.com/journals. You can get Oxford journals on this website. Okay, so these are the things. Now let me take you to the website and show you the live things. Okay, so till now, any questions, guys? Any questions till now?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Dr. Mangris.
Sir, journal listed in Web of Science under Emerging Source Citation Index, that UGC Care list doesn't consider those journals as a part of Web good journal.
Sorry, I don't understand your question. Where, if the journal is indexed in Web of Science?
Yeah, if the journal is indexed in Web of Science under Emerging Source Citation Index, ESCI, then UGC says that it is UGC Care list says that it is not a part of UGC Care list. Only Science Citation Index.
It won't happen at all. Why? I'll show you. This scenario you are telling is not at all possible because
it is there in the website of the UGC only under the question.
If the journal is in the Scopus or Web of Science,
okay,
that must be in the UGC list. Because UGC has no list. Okay, I'm showing you. See, can you able? Are you able to see the Google Chrome, guys?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay?
Sir.
Great. So see, I'll just type nothing else but UGC care list. Okay, UGC care list is open. UGC care list is maintained by Savitribai Phule University, Pune University. Okay, which is now Pune University, but it was Savitribai Phule University. So you will get to the ugccare.universityoffpune.ac.in. Okay, that is UGC care list. Okay, that's taking time. So let me in the another tab, let me open the Scopus. Okay, let me open the Scopus and let me open the PubMed also. PubMed journal list, right? PubMed journal list. Scopus is here. Let me open the Web of Science also. Web of Science master journalist or journalist. You can just find out. Okay, master journalist, right? So you will get here. So see, look at this. The first thing is, let me take you through the University Grant Commission list, UGC care list, University Grant Commission, Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. Okay, Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics is UGC care. So if you think of as the scenario Dr. Mangris told, let me tell you, see, UGC care list, read it carefully. This is alert, cloned journals, group 1, cloned journals, group 2. So if you click on the cloned journals, you will see this. These are the cloned journals all, and these are the fraudulent journals. You will get the list. Okay, fraudulent journals. Okay, from here and from
Sir.
here. Okay.
Sir,
So,
one minute. Sir,
yes,
under
please.
FAQ, frequently asked questions, just see the question number 16.
FAQs.
On top, sir, on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
FAQ. I'll go to the FAQs first. Okay, let me see what you are telling, and then I'll tell you.
The question number 16.
Are journals included in the emerging source citation index of Web of Science, including UGC care list journals? Indexed in ESI are not part of UGC care list. See, ESCI are not indexed of the web. See, ESCI are emerging sources. Okay, not the full-fledged journals. ESCI is the part of Web of Science, and this is not the Web of Science journals. Let me show you. This is just a part of Web of Science. This is emerging journals. So emerging journals are not the part of UGC care. Okay, and Web of Science journals which are there. Let me show you. So let me go back. See, so these are the cloned journals. Okay, now let me tell you what are the exact journals, how to search it. Okay, so look at this. If you can see here. Yes, somebody is talking. Rosni PR, are you talking, Rosni PR? I'm not able to hear. Can you please mute? Okay, so look at this. What is exactly the UGC care list? First is UGC care list group 1, okay, and UGC care list group 2. Okay, UGC Purvashanan, Dr. Purvashanan, can you please mute yourself for some time, or you want to speak? Okay, whoever is not speaking, please mute yourself. Okay, I'll keep on mute then, otherwise. Wait. Okay. Guys, please mute yourself, creating disturbance if you're not speaking. Okay, so let me tell you, I'll take your questions, don't worry. Let me get it clear for all of you. Okay, so there are two lists. UGC care journalists, there are two lists. One is list group 1, one is list group 2. Okay, so list group 1, if you click, you will go to the UGC list, which is not from the Scopus or Web of Science. Okay, which is not from the Scopus. Let it open. Let me go back by the time. UGC care list group 2, journal indexed in globally recognized databases. Look at this. These journals are part of UGC care lists as group second and searchable through the following links. If the journals are indexed in Web of Science at all, Web of Science, Art and Humanity, Web of Science, Science Citation Index, Web of Science, Social Science. That's why I'm telling ESCI is not included in Web of Science journals here, right? So in Web of Science, there are multiple categories. So one category, if you are looking for Art and Humanities, all the journals of Art and Humanities which are indexed in Web of Science are automatically part of UGC care. All the journals of Web of Science which are in the science category are automatically part of UGC care list. All the journals which are the part of social science are social science of Web of Science are the part of UGC care automatically. So there is no scenario if the journal is not from these categories of Web of Science, which is not there in UGC care. They have not given those journals in the UGC care list, but if the journal is from the Web of Science, these categories, those are directly into the UGC care list. Okay, those are automatically the part of UGC care list. And the journals which are belonging to Scopus, all the journals which are belonging to Scopus from any category are directly and automatically the part of UGC care list. Understand? So all the journals of Web of Science which are from the Art and Humanities, Science and Social Science are without any doubt are the part of UGC care list. And all the Scopus indexed journals are directly automatically the part of UGC care list. Okay, and you can see delisted journals of group 2 which are exactly delisted from the UGC care list group 1 and 2. Like if they are delisted from the Scopus or social science, you can get those journals in delisted journal. Okay, and now let me tell you what are the journals which are not from the Web of Science or Scopus, but which are Indian journals or Asian journals, and those are not from these reputed Web of Science and Scopus, but still UGC care journal list entertain them. Okay, so go to this search. Okay, go to this search, and there are only these journals, only these number of journals are. Other than that, now they have increased the list. Social science only 317, multidisciplinary only 16, art and humanities only 364, science only 264, Indian language is 299. So this is languages, this is different. Okay, so if I'm telling about science, if I go to science, or if I select from here, you want to see the UGC care list journals, select here. Okay, here is the select button. Click on the select. You can just select the title, publisher or subject. I select the subject. I want to see how many journals are there in the medicine. Okay, how many journals are there in the medicine subject. I'll just write medicine and subject and search. See, only 75 journals of medicine, only 75 journals. They have included some more, so not exactly all are not there. They have shown the 75 journals, but if you look at only the first page, out of out of the 10 from the first page, 1, 2 and 3 journals are discontinued already. Okay, 3 journals are discontinued and 1 went to Scopus automatically. Now it will be removed from here and it will be there in the Scopus list. So current details you can see here. So this journal has been discontinued in April 2021, discontinued July 2022, this discontinued just now in July 2023. Okay, so that's how you can search. If you want to search the journal by name, you can just check out the journal name here, but I'm very sure you will not get all the journals because all the journals are in the Scopus list or in the Web of Science list. If you are getting for the good journals, if you are looking for the good journals, right? So UGC care is very easy to search. If you go to Scopus or Web of Science, you can get easily. Otherwise, just get UGC care list group 1 and write the journal's name if you find out, or go for the subject. If I go to the subject and if I write pharmacy, okay, pharma only I will write. So all the pharma related journals I'll get. I'll go to the search and look at this. Only 14 pharma journals are indexed in UGC care list other than Scopus and that. Okay, Scopus and Web of Science. So in these 14 also, if you look at this, discontinued in 2013, discontinued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe on the next page also 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 14, 9 journals are discontinued. Only 5 journals of pharmacy are listed in UGC care list other than Scopus and Web of Science. So, I'll not hesitate in saying that if you are following if you are following the Scopus list or Web of Science list, you are, directly following the UGC care list. Okay, you don't have to go to UGC care list. Just go to the Scopus or go to the Web of Science and check it out, because most of the journals are from them only. Only a few journals, 2, 3, 4, 5 maximum. And if you really, think that it would be in the UGC care list, then come here, go to the UGC care list here and put your, select the name, title of the journal and search here, and put here and search. Okay, this is very simple to search in the UGC care list. Now, any questions related to UGC care list, guys? Clear UGC care list or something else you want to, know? Why some got discontinued? I told very clearly, loudly, they are making the business. They are not, regular in publishing. Suddenly their graph goes from here to here. They started publishing 50 journals or 100 publications in 1 month or 2 months or 5 months just to make the money, or they are escaping from the review process, or they are charging the money, or they are, misleading the publications, publishers, authors. That's why they get out of the, journals list or indexations list. What happens when the journals were discontinued, especially what about the articles, its citation? Very important question. Very important questions he asked, Dr. Mahesh. He asked very important question, Mahesh. What happens when the journals were discontinued? Suppose, so guys, not to worry about. See, one journal is there in the Scopus. Okay, I am publishing one article today. My article, this time the journal is in Scopus. Like suppose the journal is in Scopus from January to July. Okay, let's understand this scenario. Journal is there in the Scopus indexation from January to July, and I have published my paper in March, June, or July. Okay, and then it was discontinued from the Scopus. No worries, your article is Scopus indexed for life. Okay, your article will be Scopus indexed for life. You will get the Scopus ID. For your article, you will get the Scopus ID. Okay, since the journal is out of the indexation, either Scopus or anything, from that time, anyone who is publishing in that journal will not be indexed in Scopus. But if your journal is indexed in any indexation, either Web of Science, PubMed, or Scopus, they will get one ID from that indexer. Okay, that ID will be always on that paper, published paper. Okay, for the lifetime. So don't worry, if your article, if your journal is indexed today and not indexed tomorrow, nothing to worry. Okay, your publication must be done, your paper must be published within the timeline when the journal is in the indexers list. That's all. Okay, so yes, UGC care list, you have to create the ID and password, Rama. You have to create the ID and password for UGC care list to access the list. I have the, see, if you look at this, I have the login. See, I have to log out. I have the login ID. Then only I can check then I can check the list. And there is nothing, you can make the simple email ID. You have to give the simple email ID and you can make your own login to the UGC care list. Okay. So this is about UGC care. Now I'll come to the very important thing. Okay. Just tell me few names of the journals. I want you to tell me the journal names. Then I'll tell you my choices. Okay. So let me tell you how to search. This is Scopus. Okay. This is Scopus. Okay. And how to search in the Scopus, let me tell you. Okay. Let me take one question from Dr. Mahesh. If article is accepted when the journal is Scopus indexed, but delisted when the paper is published. No, if it is accepted, then accepted. No worries at all. Okay. If the paper is accepted, that will be there in the Scopus for sure. After acceptance, if it is get out, then no worries. What happens if the journal is removed from the Scopus list by the time article is published, since review process weeks? No, if it is in the review process, not accepted, then nobody can save you. Okay. If the article is in the review process and journal comes out from the list, then nobody can save you. Your article is in review process, not accepted. Okay, so the indexer is not liable for your article at all. Okay, your journal, your paper is in process. So if you come to know that journal is not indexation list now, you can write to the editor and you can tell, I want to retrieve, I want to take my article back, I don't want to publish in your article, I mean in your journal, because this is not indexed, and you can retrieve your article from the journal. In between, from the review process, you can retrieve it. If they accept also, you can just retrieve it. You can say, now this journal is not in the indexers list, I don't want to publish in your journal. Simple. Okay, but it should be accepted. It should be accepted, then only it will be considered into the indexers list. Okay, so let's see guys, very interesting thing. Scopus sources, you have to go to the scopus.com and sources means the journals or the books, but usually the journals. Sources preview. Okay, you will get this window, source window. How to select the journal, you will see all the things what I discussed in last 1 hour, 1.5 hours. You will see here there are total 44,000. There are total 44,737 journals which are indexed in Scopus, but these are based on the different things, and some journals are removed. This is showing all the journals which are Scopus indexed and not Scopus indexed. Okay, so don't think that 44,000 journals are Scopus indexed. Okay, these all are not Scopus indexed. This is just that these many journals were listed to Scopus. These many journals were listed to Scopus. Okay, so you can see which are the Q1 journals, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, fourth quartile. So look at this guys, look at this very important indexation. See, the #1 journal in the world is CA, a cancer journal for clinicians, and the site score is 642. Site score is 642, and this is the #1 journal in oncology. This is the #1 journal is oncology, right? Citations per year, citations per year is 69,000 citations, and only 108 papers have been published. Okay, 94% papers have been cited, right? 69,000 citations for just 108 publications in 1 year. So #1, 642. If I go to this journal, if I click on this journal, you will see all the details. Okay, all the details you will get here. Citation score, SJR, different scores are there. Okay, so first thing, if you are going to Scopus, put your journal name and check at this second line. Scopus coverage. Scopus coverage. From 1950 to present, this is in the Scopus and not got out for a single month. Okay, this journal is in the Scopus from 1950 to present. Till present, this is in the Scopus list, Scopus indexation, and that published by Wiley Blackwell. Okay, publisher is Wiley Blackwell. ISSN for print is this. ISSN for website web is this. Subject area is oncology, medicine, hematology. And if you want to go to the source homepage, you can just click on the source homepage and you can directly go to the journal. Okay, you can directly go to the journal. Let's come back and let's see. So come back here, how they have calculated the site score and impact factor. You can check here. Site score for 2022, 69,000 journals, 108 documents. Okay, rank here, quartile #1, 99th means the top quartile, 100% quartile, #1 in 366 of oncology journals, #1 in 129 of hematology journals. Subjects category. Okay, subjects category they have given here, right? If I go to the journal page, look at the impact factor. Where is the impact factor? So if you go to the journals impact factor, you will get, journals website, you will get a lot of things. Okay, lot of things. So the journal belongs to American Cancer Society. Here is the journal. Chief editor is Arif Kamal right now. Editor is him. And journals matrix, important. If you want to see the journals matrix, check it out. Journals matrix, what I was telling you about. Okay, what I was telling you about. Look at this. Okay, so let me come back with this down. So site score is this much. Site score for collaborate is this much. Acceptance rate is 25%. See, speed, acceptance rate 25%. As I told, is acceptance rate and rejectance rate. Submission to the first decision only 2 days. First decision means editor will read your paper in 2 days and will tell if it is okay to send to the reviewer or not. Okay to send to the reviewers or not. Here you will see the issue, the latest issue and the previous issue, everything you will see here. Okay, journal has its own thing also. So I want to go back and I want to see more about the journal. I got the acceptance rate and all, right? So let's check featured content. Okay, these are the articles recently published in these journals. These are the issues. If I go to the statistics, see, this is the statistics. Collateral cancer statistics 2023, they are showing here. Okay, guidelines, virtual tour, everything they have mentioned about the publisher, Wiley Network, Wiley Press Room, and Wiley is the publisher, and you will get all the details in the contact. Okay, contact of Wiley, right? About this journal, about the ACS journals, right? You will get all about the journals, about the cancer journals and all, and you can click on authors guidelines. See, as I told you, authors guidelines. See, these are the authors guidelines, and what they are showing in the authors guidelines: submission process. They will tell about submission process, aim and scope of the journal, manuscript categories and requirements, preparing the submission, editorial policies, ethical considerations, author's license, post publication, editorial office contact details. Okay, editorial contact details. Here, look at this. Full details are giving, full details with phone numbers and everything. That's, they are calling them the top journals. Okay, I'll tell you everything, don't worry, I'll come and tell you everything. Okay, so these are the things you will get from the journal website. Now give me 2 or 3 names, guys. Now give me 2 or 3 names. I'll search for you if the journal is indexed or not. Okay, give me some names. Okay, or I'll search for you. Subject, see how you can search. If you are for the first timers, you don't know which journal is good or not. So first of all, look at this. Here, choose the subject area. First thing, if you know the journal title name, and if you want to check if the journal is indexed or not, go to the title. Okay, if you want through the publisher, check the publisher. Okay, but how to search for the first time? Go to the subject area, enter the subject area. If you just press on enter the subject area, you will get all the subject areas here. First is agriculture and biological science. In that also there are multiple categories. Look at this, guys, this is very important. Agriculture, biological science. In that, if you are looking for aquatic science, food science, forestry, horticulture, insect science, plant science, soil science. And then if you're looking for journals belong to art and humanities, archaeology, art and humanities, classic, whatever, history, museology, music, philanthropy. Then if you are looking for the journals which are belonging to biochemistry, genetics, or the molecular biology, so in that also aging, only biochemistry, miscellaneous biochemistry, biophysics, biotechnology, cancer research or cell biology, clinical biochemistry, development biology, endocrinology, molecular science, and all. Okay, then business and management and accounting, then chemical engineering, then chemistry, then computer science, then decision sciences, then dentistry, if you're looking for dentistry, earth and planetary sciences, then economics, energy, engineering. I mean, you can check all environmental science, health professions. In health professions, if you're looking for pharmacy journals, click here. Okay, click on the pharmacy. And other than pharmacy, if you're looking for some mathematics, medicines, so go to the medicine. And you want to publish like some journals related to cardiology or related to something like epidemiology and pharmacy, go to the epidemiology and pharmacy and apply. Okay, just check apply. You will see there are 192 journals. Okay, there are 192 journals, and number 1 journal is morbidity and mortality weekly report. This is like, go to the journal website and then only check. Okay, European Journal of Epidemiology. In that also there are filters. Okay, in that there are filters. Display only open access journals. Okay, or show only titles in top 10%. If you want to check only top 10% citations. Okay, like I'm removing the epidemiology, I'm looking for the pharmacy only. Okay, only pharmacy, there are 49 results. 49 journals are there in the pharmacy which are Scopus index right now, right? So If you want to check only top 10, if you want to check only first quartile. So out of 50, how much will be the first quartile? Around 9 articles are there in the Q1. Okay, so 9 articles are there in the Q1. So number 1 is Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and all are Q1 journals. These 9: Journal of American Pharmacist Association, European Society, European Journal of Hospital Pharmacy. If you want to check European Journal of Hospital Pharmacy, just click on it. Okay, just click on it and you will get to the website. See, you will see the amazing things. First, European Journal of Hospital Pharmacy was indexed in 2010 and it was removed. Okay, it was indexed for some time in 2010 and it was removed, and then it gained the, what we say, the faith or the belief of the Scopus, and again came to the indexation in 2012, and till now it is maintaining the regularity, it is maintaining the review process, and still it is presented in the Scopus list. Okay, it is published by European Association of Hospital Pharmacists, EAHP, and this is the citation score. This is 8th in 35, and if you want to check the more metrics, you can just go to the journal page. Okay, and if you look at this also, you can just, this is a site score, this is site trend, this is site trend like other journals. So this is this journal number 8, 3.1 citation, site score. Okay, and 78th percentile means it is still in the Q1. Okay, Scopus content coverage, yes, one for in 2023, 104 documents were indexed in Scopus. In 2022, look at the trend, not at all varied. See, in 2012, 139, 2013, 103, 98, 79, 83, 92. Within 100 only. 2022, 90, 20, 92, then 163, 160, 104. This is maintaining the pace. This is not going very high, like 20% higher or 30% higher or 60% higher or 100%, 200% higher. They are limiting the trend of the publications. They are limiting the trend of the publications. That's why they are still in the indexations, and that is the value of indexation. Okay, that is the value of indexation. Tell me one journal name from your side. European Journal of Chemical Bulletin. Okay. Okay, nice name. I have heard of it a lot. Okay, this is not the journal name exactly. European Journal of Chemical Bulletin is no journal. Okay, if you remove this, that is the journal name, European Chemical Bulletin. Okay, this is not the subject area though. Title. Okay, title. This is not the name. Again, I'm telling you, European Chemical Bulletin is the name of the journal. Okay, yeah, European Chemical Bulletin. Okay, European Chemical Bulletin is the journal, and till now it is present from 2017 to present, but it is definitely going out, I'm sure, because they are charging 15,000 per article, and they are publishing 200 articles in a month. I was calculating, you won't believe, this journal is very famous right now. I'll show you one more journal. This journal is very famous right now among the scientists, among the professors, because they are publishing like in 2 days, 3 days. Okay, they charge 15,000, they publish anything, whatever you send to them. Okay, and we were calculating their cost, and we were calculating their earnings. In 2023 only, till July, they earned around 1.5 CR from publications. 1.5 crore in 7 months they earn from the publications only, from the papers only. And you won't believe how much they're publishing, how they're publishing. Whatever you are sending the Word file, they will keep their journal name and DOI and publishing in the website. Okay, this journal. Definitely you can publish right now, because no one can say no if it is published now in this journal. But once it is getting out, it is waste. Okay, and it is definitely getting out very soon from this. Very soon, I'm telling you. I always count on this. My people also publishing in this journal, who are just publishing the sit for the formality basis. They are also publishing a European Chemical Bulletin. Okay, I don't mind, because they are getting their promotions, because this is still in the Scopus list. And
they have
Scopus
written
list,
coverage discontinued in Scopus in the bracket.
sorry.
The coverage discontinued in Scopus, they have written in the bracket.
Yes, see, coverage discontinued in the Scopus. Yes. Yes, see, just now, I think 10 days back or 5 days back, I checked that time it was not in this, it was in the Scopus. So see, जितने भी submit किए सबकी लग गई बाबा.
But it is showing from 2017 to present.
No, sir, this will be updated very soon. See, here they have mentioned clearly coverage discontinued in the Scopus just now, I think 2 days back only. I was checking it out 3 days back for my people, they were checking it. 3 days back,
Yes,
it
yes.
was there in Scopus, but they have discontinued it from the Scopus right now. It is gone. It is gone for sure. Okay, so this is definitely gone. It will be updated very soon.
Open access.
It was scope open access, and they used to charge 15,000 per article, and they were publishing 200 articles in a month. I was just counting which date will go out, and it is gone now. See, so this is the example what I am telling you. Look at the trend. Let me show you the journal's website. European Chemical Bulletin is my favorite right now. Check out. See, they are still showing it is a Scopus index. No, they have removed the Scopus. See, they have removed the Scopus also. Otherwise, they were seeing here Q3. Okay, if you go to the abstracting and indexing, let me see. Still showing that, but it is not okay. Still showing the Scopus. This is like they are making the people fool. Okay, so many journals, guys, many journals, they will be misleading you. They will be writing Scopus indexed or citing or Scopus citing in PubMed, this, but don't make yourself fool. Go to the actual website of Scopus, PubMed or Web of Science and check it if it is there or not. Okay, if it is there or not, you will see, as I showed you in the Scopus, it will be written here if it is discontinued or not. Okay, it will be there, it will be there, right? So check in the actual indexer's website, not in the journal's website. It is very important to check, right? So they are still showing. And now let me show you how they are publishing. Archives, I'll go to archive. Let me show you how fantastically they are publishing. See, volume 12, issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, like 2023. Okay, so volume, special issues, look at this, special issue part 1, part 2, how they were playing. Like till July only, they have published around 50 issues, and every issue has around 100 articles. You won't believe, 100 articles, more than 100 articles, 200, 300 articles. So we were just calculating that they earned 1.5 crore in last 7 months. And if you look at the paper, just look at the paper, go to the PDF. I'm opening PDF of 4 or 5 papers, and then you will see how they're publishing. Whatever has been submitted by the people. Okay, I'll open a few more papers for all of you. Okay, I'll open a few more articles for all of you. So you will see what they have published. Okay, how they have published. Nonsense, total nonsense. See, this they did correctly. This, I think this is the old issue. This, see, their uncertainty, how they have published this, how they have published this. Can you check? Just keeping their logo and making the publication valid. See, okay. And if you look at the current issues, okay, let me show you 1 or 2 from the current issues. You'll be wondered how they are making money, how this publication house are looting, and how you are wasting your research. Let me tell you how you are wasting your research. This is the latest one. Okay, one PDF number 1, PDF number 2, first 5 articles I'll open. Okay, PDF number 3, and I'm very sure this journal is not coming to Scopus for next 5 years. Very sure. Look at this. Okay, whatever was submitted by author, they just kept their name, journal's name, and published. 1, article number 2, article number 3. See, not even corrected the things. See, whatever you have sent. Okay, look at this. Nothing has been done by them. See the fonts. See the fonts. See the fonts. See the things how they are publishing. Whatever you are sending, they are just keeping the journal name and publishing it.
Sir, but all these articles will be listed in Scopus now.
If it was published when it was indexed, definitely, no doubt. Okay, so now let me show you the PubMed. Okay, so PubMed is very simple, nothing like Scopus. Scopus, you can see everything. Scopus is one of the best, I'll tell you. And Scopus, you can get every detail in that. Okay, so Scopus, okay, someone was asking one more journal, World Journal of Chemical Education. Let me see this also last in Scopus, and then we'll go to others because we are almost 2 hours for today's class. Though it was very interesting, lovely, but people are sitting hungry here. Okay, so let me just find out if this is there or not. World Journal of Chemical Education. Okay, let me see this. Okay, this is still in the indexation. This is still indexation. World Journal of Chemical Education is still there from 2019 to present. Okay, you can check the source homepage. Still indexed. This is still indexed. Okay, this is still indexed, not getting out right now. I mean, not out today. Right now, maybe tomorrow morning you can check again. Not so sure. Okay. See, this is not going to be in there for longer time. I'm very sure. Because okay, let me see the archives. This is right now open. I mean, this is right now in Scopus. So okay to publish right now. But yeah, it looks like okay. So you can just check out tomorrow morning, or maybe if you are publishing, then I must say that any journal is good as far as it is in the indexers list. I'll not comment on that, right? As far as the journal is in the indexers list, it is very good. Okay, and if it is not there, then it is not good. Okay, so no comment on this. What is that? ADMET and DMK. What is this? Is the journal name, full name? Okay, let me check for you just last. You can check it by yourself. This is the exercise. This is the lovely exercise to do. If you are sitting there, you can just check it. Okay. ADMT and open access. Okay. Yes, it is there in that list from 2013 to present. 2013 to present. This is there. International Association of Physicians Chemists. This is there. Okay. So now let me go to the PubMed. PubMed is very simple. Just check PubMed list. PubMed is belonging to National Library of Medicine, NIH, and then you will see PubMed journal list. Here is the click. Approximately 30,000 records are included in PubMed journal list. So just go to the PubMed journal list, and here all the PubMed journal list is here. So just click W and F. I mean, sorry, Control F. So you will get which journal you want to find out. Okay, which journal you want to find out. Right? Suppose I am checking for the same journal. Okay, ADMKRPET. If it is there in the PubMed list or not. Okay, let me see. Okay. No, this is not in the PubMed. Let me check the another journal if it is not there, or if it is there or not. World Journal of Chemical Education. Okay. World Journal of Chemical Education is also not the PubMed indexed. Okay, PubMed indexed, and then if I check, suppose European Journal of Chemical Bulletin, yeah, ADMET and DMPK is there. ADM and DMPK is there. It is taking time, I think, for searching. It is there. ADMET and DMPK is there in the PubMed list also. Okay, European Journal of Chemical Bulletin. European Journal of Chemical Bulletin is nothing. European Chemical Bulletin is there. Let me check this also. So it will take a little time, but it will show you the results. You can just go to the list and check with Control F. Okay, you can just check with Control F, and it will show all the journals if they are indexed in PubMed or not. Okay, similar with Web of Science, you have to log in, but without login also you can just search your journal name. Okay, if I'm just finding the European Journal of Chemical Bulletin, European Chemical Bulletin, I'll just search. Okay, search the journal. European Chemical Bulletin is not there. Okay, European Chemical Bulletin is not there. Okay, so in that also you can refine and you can check. If you are searching for the first time in Web of Science list, you can go there with the filters. Okay, filters are like only open access journals you want, or Web of Science coverage. And see, look at this. First is SCI, Science Index, Social Science, and Art and Humanities. So there are 4 categories. Okay, someone was asking Dr. Mangris, I think 4 categories are there: SCI, SSCI, and AHCI. So first 3 categories are our UGC care list, and emerging sources is not in the UGC care list. Okay, so you just have to click on these 3 and then you can search for the journals, filter these 3, and then whatever content coverage you want, life science or chemical, earth engineering, clinical medicine, so you can just check out, and then indexed chemicals or other journals, whatever you want. Categories again here, like which category you want, medicine or what, you can just type here. Okay, and country or region, from which country you want, from which language you want, only English, Arabian, Hindi, or Sanskrit or whatever. Okay, Indonesian. So you can find with that. Frequency, if you want annual journals, bi-monthly journals, irregular, monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, triannual, weekly, or which are not providing journal citation reports. Like, so you can just, if you are the first timer, you want to search a journal from MJL or from the master journalist of Clarivate. Okay, so Clarivate is the society which gives the indexation, which gives the impact factor also. Okay, and Web of Science, that's why Web of Science and Scopus are on the top, because Clarivate is the organization which gives the impact factor, which calculates the things which gives whatever we say, the ICMJ guidelines and all. So either Scopus or Web of Science, if these are journals are indexed in these, then these are top journals. Okay, so with that I'll close my session, guys. I hope that was more than enough for the for this class, and you got the important lessons, if I if I'm not wrong. So now some questions, 1 or 2 questions, and then we can take off from the class. We can wind up. Yes, guys.
Hello.
Yes, Aditya.
Good evening, sir. So
Good
one
evening.
question. You said regarding the language. Okay.
Okay.
So suppose someone is publishing, some journal is publishing a paper
Okay.
which is not in English.
Okay.
How do we get? I know there are translator apps available, but these publications published in else languages.
Definitely, there is only choice. There is only choice. Like the journals which are published in, see, there are only few languages which are published the journals, like Chinese, Spanish, and some 2 or 3 more, not many. Okay. It's most of the European journals are in English. US, UK journals are in English. Australian, Canadian journals are in English. Only few countries like Spain and the China and Japan, also Japanese journals are there. Only few journals, few languages are there. Usually we struggle with the Chinese journals. Okay, because Chinese are publishing good science and they are publishing in their own language. Most of the journals, most of the articles, right? If they are publishing in Chinese journals, they follow their own language. So, and they follow only abstract in English. So in that case, you can get the translation done, and you can cite those, no problem at all.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. And are journal listed only in PubMed are accepted for promotion, as many universities accept only journals in UGC care list? See, UGC care list is what I just told. UGC care list means Scopus and Web of Science and PubMed. So if the journals are listed in, I mean, UGC care is not accepting even the PubMed. PubMed is very much diluted right now. It's not that great. So if the journals are indexed in Scopus and UGC in the Web of Science, that are acceptable for promotion. I'm not sure. See, each and every university has their own criteria. Manipal has their own criteria. Manipal accepts only the journals which are published in Scopus or Web of Science. They don't accept the PubMed also. Okay, so each university, each college has their own guidelines, and UGC has their own guidelines. Like UGC affiliated means all the universities and colleges for the promotions, they are accepting only UGC care. UGC care means some 400 journals or 500 journals which are in the UGC care list, except Scopus and Web of Science. And then there are 20,000 journals from Scopus and Web of Science. You can choose either or any journal from those, and you can publish in those journals. So UGC care list means you have around 20,000 journals. You have around 5 to 6,000 healthcare science journals, pharmacy, medicine, clinical pharmacy, whatever. You have multiple journals to publish. Okay, thousands of the journals you have to publish and select.
Is there any volume, number of volumes matters, sir?
No, it doesn't matter, sir. It doesn't matter, sir. Not at all. The thing which matters is the frequency. Frequency means the regularity. If you are publishing in each volume, if you're just publishing 10 articles, so maintain it 10, 15, 20, or whatever, right? But just don't go like in one issue you are publishing 5, one issue you are publishing 200, one issue you are publishing 10, one issue you are publishing 500. So that is the irregularity. Irregularity, anyone can see that. But if you are publishing 20, 30, 40, and somewhere around, then it is not in the irregularity, sir.
Yeah, regularity matters.
Regularity matters. Number of volume, number of issue, number of articles doesn't matter. If you're publishing 200 only from the starting, maintain the 200, or like 250, 150, 100, 150, that's okay. But it should be from the starting only. Yeah. You have to maintain the regularity.
Okay.
Yes. And usually idle number, what I say is idle number is 20 to 25, 30 articles per month is the regular number for any publication, house, any journal, because they can maintain that much, pressure only.
Yes, yes. What about peer review?
1 second, sir. Yes, sir. Please tell me the question.
What about peer reviewed, sir?
Sir, peer reviewed, one more important thing I want to tell you, as you are running your own journal. First time you are running that, you want to get it indexed in Scopus. It's not easy, definitely, because they don't get into the Scopus until your journal is 2 to 3 years old. Your journal has its own ISSN number for print and E. Okay, electronic and print. Nowadays electronic is enough. Scopus is accepting even electronic, ISSN. If you're publishing only electronic papers, that is also acceptable. But your journal should be old, and old means 2 to 3 years. Why they observe is they need to check the regularity. They need to check the proper peer reviews. You cannot show that some journals you have accepted in 15 days, some journals, some paper you have accepted in 15 days, some papers you have accepted in 6 months. So that regularity is not only in the number of publications, but in the time also. So that says if you are publishing some paper in 15 days, that means you are favoring someone, right? You are that kind of things that make sense when they are assessing any journal for giving the indexation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Number of authors in article has any impact on acceptance? Not at all. I will say not at all. But some journals, literally, some journals are very strict of the number of people. Okay, like BMJ for case reports, they are publishing only 4. For articles, like for the original articles, they are accepting only 8 members. Or if there are more than 8, then they will call it as a group of scientists, group of authors, like any subject group or paper group or research group or anything. They will give the name. Okay, if it is more than 8, and they will list them in the later index. Okay, what we say, at the end of the paper, they will not list in the authorship. Authorship will get only 8. So some journals are having their very stringent things, stringent criteria. Okay, any other questions? Sir, why don't you share your expertise, Jaipal sir?
Sir,
why don't you share your expertise about publications?
I will tell you later.
Okay. Definitely, no problem. That's fine. So guys, if all done, then we can wind up because it's almost 9:09. Thank you, everyone. And it was a wonderful session, literally. And you will be having 3 more wonderful sessions by the people who are expert of their field. And I believe those are more important than this, because they will be talking on specific topics like case report. Tomorrow is the case report. The day after tomorrow is a systematic reviews writing. Okay, and then after that there is the reference management. That is very important when you're writing the articles. Okay, so if your article is not ready, how can you publish in the journal, and how can you select the journal? So this class comes later and those class comes first. But as I'm traveling on Wednesday, I cannot take your class, so I took today. So I expect everyone to be in their class and learn from them. Okay, take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
One question. Okay, sir, if the journal asks for money to publish, but after reviewing they rejected it, it will be returned. No, see, journals are not asking money before acceptance at all. Don't pay to any journal before acceptance. Okay, some journals I have seen, they're asking the public, asking the reviewing process money. Don't pay them. Journals are not tend to ask for the money of before acceptance at all. Okay, there is no one I have seen who is asking for the asking for the money before acceptance.
Only they will ask for article processing fee only.
I don't think so. They are good to go. I believe
after acceptance only.
After acceptance only, definitely after acceptance. So see, as I told, publication is not a free thing. Yeah, don't you understand? Everyone, publication takes a lot of people. You have to pay for the people, you have to pay for the software, you have to pay for the website. Publication is not free of cost until and unless it is funded by something. It is funded by the university or the society or the crowdfunding. Okay, so publication needs the money. That's why there are the things, either the funded one or the subscription based or the open access. If they are charging from the author, they need money.
Acceptance only we need to pay.
But the thing is, you have to pay after the acceptance only.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Google Scholar is not at all the indexation body. No, Google is not the indexation body, not at all. No, don't. Google is not an indexation body. Google is just a search database. Google Scholar is just a search database. Okay. Okay. So guys, thank you. Good night and take care and learn well. I'll be there in the classes anyways. In next 3 classes, next 2 classes, so at least I'll be there. But still, take care and learn. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care, guys. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.